On the next inhale, come back to the center. Take both the arms up. Lengthen out the body. And then exhale, take the right arm to the left knee, the left arm back. Lift up through the chest. And gently twist, breathing in the abdomen. On the next inhale, come back to the center. Now take your right hand down on the floor. Take your left hand up and side bend, supporting your trunk with your right hand, side bend, and breathe into this part of your body, into the sides of the ribs, the lungs. Let's come back to center and go to the other side. Breathe into that lung. Slowly come back to center. Place your hands behind you, wherever you are, and lift your chest up and look up towards the sky. Feel like your heart is being lifted up towards the sky. And take a few gentle but deep breaths here. And then we'll slowly come back to center. So now that our body is opened up, we can do the practice of breath work or pranayama because the energy, the prana can flow freely. So it's important to open up the body and not be stiff. You should be able to sit upright before we start. So the first technique that I would like to take up is abdominal breathing. And I spoke about a dysfunctional breath. Well, an abdominal breath is called a functional breath. And it's something, as you said, we take for granted. It's the most basic form of breathing which we start at childhood, but somewhere along we forget how to do it. So today we're going to revisit. Take any hand to your belly. And let's begin by inhaling and feeling the belly expand out. Relax the abdomen, and as you exhale, feel the abdomen moving in. Inhale, feel your arm moving out, your palm moving out. Try to relax the chest and the shoulders just in the belly. Exhale and relax the abdomen. So we don't need to pull the abdomen or contract it. Inhale, release the abdomen, let it expand. Exhale and relax the abdomen. Let's do 2 more. Inhale and expand into the abdomen. And relax. The last one, inhale. Exhale and relax. How do you feel after that abdominal breathing? Just 5 breaths.
I feel like abdominal breathing is really difficult for me sometimes, and only when I do my classes when I realize that I actually don't really take deep breaths, or as you call the yogic breathing, of like also using your abdomen. And I think it's something that I've realized only when I do my class, that I actually have to sometimes put my hand here just to bring attention to focus, like my mind to do it. And it's amazing how breathing and your mind is so like related to each other.
Absolutely.
Like how people say you take my breath away, like, or then that's something I've learned from your classes, where you'll speak about like the effect that it has on our mind, so when you're sobbing, how you gasp for breath, or when you're nervous, when you're anxious, how it really affects your breath becomes shallow. And I think that's something that I've noticed now that I've been doing yoga with myself, is that when I'm anxious and I have a lot of anxiety issues sometimes, and that kind of like, the breathing in with using my abdomen has really helped me calm myself.
Yeah, so it's very closely related. The abdominal breath is very closely related to the emotional body. And you're very right when you say that when you're stressed and anxious, you feel the breath is shallow. So it doesn't go down, you feel it just here in the chest or maybe in the upper abdomen, but it doesn't really move down. And the reason is when we're stressed, the body contracts, the diaphragm gets tight, and we are not able to breathe as we should. If you observe a child, an infant, maybe up to the age of 5 or 6, when they're standing, their belly is out, and when they breathe, their belly is always moving, right? And then, so it's basically as we're forming our subconscious mind and we get these tensions and stresses into our life, it changes. So this practice that we did is simple, but it's very effective. You can do it sitting, you can do it lying down. Now we'll move to the next practice, moving up from the abdomen. This is the rib cage or the intercostal. So you place your hands like this on your rib cage. Your thumb can point back, yeah? And when you inhale, I want you to feel your palms moving out and away from each other. So let's take a breath into the ribs. Yeah, exactly. And when you exhale, you feel them coming in. Inhale, breathe into the rib cage, let it expand to the sides. There we go. Exhale and relax.
Are we only concentrating on this and not this anymore?
Also, the belly is included, but the focus is more here on the intercostals. Let's do 2 more. Last one. So we're building. Now we're moving up into the clavicles, the collarbone. So you can place your fingertips on your collarbones. And this is more subtle. It's harder. You may not feel it right now, and that's okay. But we're pulling the breath. So we're filling the abdomen, then we're filling the ribs, and then we're coming up to the shoulders. Okay, so let's do 3 of these. So inhale. As if you're taking your breath out into your collars, into your collarbones. Exhale and relax. Inhale. Lengthen your breath in your trunk and then take it out to the sides. Exhale and relax. And the last one, inhale. And relax. So that was really good because a lot of times people, when they're doing it, the shoulders lift. Your shoulders were staying relaxed. Now we're going to combine the 3. So we go down.
As in like this.
Yeah.
People do this.
People tend to lift their shoulders, and that's a tendency. It's good that we spoke about it because when we do the next technique, oftentimes you will pull too hard and you'll create a stress. We don't want to get to that point of stress. Okay, it's called the full yogic breath. We combine the abdomen, the intercostals, and then the shoulders. Basically breathing to your full capacity without causing a strain in the physical body. All right, let's begin. So hands can be on your thighs, sit upright. Become aware of your spine, your upright position.
Yeah.
Inhale naturally first. So natural inhale. Natural exhale. Now inhale first into the abdomen. Then pull the breath further up into the rib cage. Keep breathing till your full capacity, till you reach the collarbones. Hold it. Keep the chest open and slowly exhale. If you're lightheaded, do less. Don't go so intensely. Let's do 3 more. Inhale. Abdomen filling up, filling up, filling up. Hold for a moment. And slow exhale. One more inhale. Hold at the top. And now this time open your mouth and sigh and exhale. Let's do that again. take a full yogic breath, abdomen, chest, shoulders, all the way to full capacity. Hold for a moment at the top. Open your mouth, sigh. And relax. So these three practices plus the full yogic breath can open up different parts of the lungs and help in that exchange of the gases that needs to take place. So carbon dioxide and oxygen both need to be in the right proportion, and these practices can open up and help to regulate. Okay, now once our breath is more open, we'll now try to modify it. So we'll do a 1:1 ratio. That means it's an equal breath. I'll give you the count. So it'll be 1, 2, 3, 4 inhale and 1, 2, 3, 4 exhale. There's no pauses. There might be a natural pause and that's it. You won't try to pause your breath. Okay, so let's start. Again, same upright position. This time we're focusing on the abdomen, not so much in the intercostals or a full yogic breath. Very relaxed. So close your eyes. And let's start with one natural inhale.
What does this help with? This helps with like...
So this is very nice to calm yourself. It's also really good to sleep. So in the night, if you're anxious, if you're restless, 1:1 ratio abdominal breath. It's also good after eating food or while sitting around, just being aware of your breath, meditating. So you can, if 4 is too much, you can also do 3:3. So it's basically an equal breath. And at the end of the practice, we'll do a 1:2 breath, which is it's more restful. It's more for recovery. That will be at the end.
Okay.
Yeah. So we'll start with equal abdominal breath. If you're not sure that you're breathing in your abdomen, feel free to keep one hand on the belly. And let's begin in for 1, 2, 3, 4. Out, 2, 3, 4. In, 2, 3, 4. Out, 2, 3, 4. In, 2, 3, 4. Out, 2, 3, 4. In, 2, 3, 4. Out, 2, 3, 4. Few more rounds. 2, 3, 4. Out, 2, 3, 4. In, 2, 3, 4. Out, 2, 3, 4. In, 2, 3, 4. Exhale, 2, 3, 4. Relax. Natural breathing. Keep your eyes closed. Allow your body to regulate. So up till now, the practice was safe for everyone. The next practice is Kapalbhati. It's actually a cleanse, or it's technically a kriya. It's also part of breath work, but we do it as a cleanse and then we begin our further practices of pranayama. Kapalbhati literally means shining the skull. And if you translate the Sanskrit word, it's a very cleansing technique because you're circulating oxygen into different parts of the lungs which aren't normally used. So it's energizing and it's cleansing. Since it's evening time, we'll do 15 to 20 strokes. If you do this, repeat this practice tomorrow morning, you can build up to 60 and then up to 100 strokes in one session. Okay, so the technique is...
Sorry, like people who have COVID right now can do this?
No, it's better they recover. When they get the energy back and they're not feeling exhausted, then they can start. And again, when you start slow with 10 to 15 strokes.
Okay.
So when you're tired, when you're having symptoms of fever, fatigue, and you're exhausted, better not to do this. Do the previous techniques that we've done so far and do the technique that we do at the end. Avoid these few in the middle.
Right. Okay. So I'm feeling okay, so I can do this today.
So we'll do 15 to 20, and if at any point it's too much, you can suspend the practice. So the technique I'll just show you, for those you know it, but some people might not know it. It's an inhale, And then after that, we're only focused on the exhale. So it's short and quick exhales. As if you want to clean the walls of your nose. Think about taking the air out, but trying to clean the walls of your nose. So it's short and forceful exhales. The inhale happens naturally. You don't need to do the inhale. It happens as a recoil. It's a recoiling action. Okay. So let's prepare. You can join it's more traditional way of doing it. Gyan Mudra, touching the thumb to the index fingertip. Take one inhale, natural breath in. Exhale first. Now take a half inhale and we'll begin. Now take a deep inhale in at the end. Take one deep inhale. Hold your breath. Squeeze your body and hold your breath for a moment. Extend yourself a little more than your comfort zone. And when you can't hold anymore, slowly exhale out. Then natural breath in and recover. So tomorrow morning you can practice this and you were fine. I think we did about 25 and it was fine. You didn't feel lightheaded or anything like that.
No.
So then you know you're safe and you can extend. So the next time you can try maybe 30 to 40, 60 and so on.
Yeah.
Now we'll go for Simha Mudra or lion's breath. And again, for anyone who's suffering from the COVID and has a dry cough, you'll do the silent way of lion's breath. So there's two ways. You sit in a comfortable seated position. I'll just show you once. Hands are on the thighs. And then you think of your hands as claws. Okay, so you're a lion. You retract your claws in. You take a breath in. And when you exhale, you stick your tongue out. And you look up to this point with your eyes. Now I'm making a roaring sound. If you're someone who has a dry cough, you'll just do. Yeah, much more silent. Okay, so we're going to make this face and let's all be okay with being a little animated. So
yeah, it's fine.
You can also sit the way you're doing. So what you're doing is also another way of doing it. You can sit in Virasana or Vajrasana and take the knees a little wider. So you can slide your hands freely on your thighs.
My right leg has gone to sleep, so I said, let me just wake it up a little bit.
Okay, sure, yeah. So yeah, for people who can't sit on the floor, this is also possible in a chair, even this technique.
Okay.
Yeah? So very energizing. We'll do just 5 of them. And for you, I suggest doing it with the silent roar, okay?
Yeah.
So let's take the hands on the thighs. First, take a deep breath in, pull your fingers back. Close your eyes and then open your eyes, look up to your third eye, stick your tongue out. Inhale, pull back.
This is good for, what does it do? Like,
it's very good. It's very good for the respiratory tract. So it's extremely good to stimulate the respiratory tract. It's also good to stimulate the throat region. And then they say it brings, when done regularly, it brings a shine to the face. So it increases the blood. Yes. So
I don't need to go get facial treatment.
No,
then.
This is it. Yeah, pranayama is it.
So all actors, you would recommend them to do this. Like this would be
I recommend for everyone an overall pranayama practice. A lot of times people ask me, what is my skin routine? And I say it's very minimum external stuff. It's all internal. It's food, it's diet, it's lifestyle, and it's breathing. And hydration, of course. So,
of course.
Yeah. So let's try 5. Again, if it's too much puja for your throat, do it very silently. Yeah?
Yeah.
So knees a little wider, wherever it's comfortable, and then So let's start.
Yeah.
Pull the Fingers back, take a deep breath in. And then exhale. Inhale, pull back. Inhale. Let's do a last one. And roar. Bring out that big feline from inside. Okay, so in case you're feeling irritated or dry, just sip on a little bit of water, not too much. And again, you can practice it later when you feel better. So, if you want, do you want to get some water, like a tiny sip?
Yeah, I think I'm just quickly.
Please do, yeah. I have my cup there. Hi, everyone. Thank you for joining in. I hope that this practice is helpful to you. So now we will go for Brahmari breathing, which is, so if you've observed a bumblebee, it's just the humming sound of a bumblebee. And this technique is extremely useful to calm the nervous system. In fact, again, going back to children, if you've seen a child when it's excited and it's eating food, sometimes I used to do it, I used to start humming. I'm eating or I'm doing something and I'm humming. And basically it's the body's way to regulate that overexcitement. So the body, with that humming sound, you calm your nervous system down. So when the yogis are doing it, Rishabh says hi. So the yogis are doing it intentionally, and that's bringing that quietness to the mind. It's also done with a mudra, which is called Shanmukhi Mudra, where you touch your fingers to your face and your thumb to your ears, and your thumb can help you amplify the sound. So if you want to feel the vibration stronger, you close your ears more with your thumbs. We'll do 5 breaths.
This one's my favorite.
Okay, so great.
I
We'll do
love this one because I feel it's so calming, and especially after my yoga class in the end, when you end it with this, I just love it because it's so like, it just brings me back to myself, I feel, because I'm quite a wanderer. As you would say, my vata is very aggravated. So this kind of helps me, bring it back to my internal self when I shut my ears and just concentrate on humming.
I didn't even mention it, but this mudra, Shanmukhi Mudra, it takes you inwards. So it brings you back in. And since we're on the topic, someone who is extremely introverted or suffering some kind of depression, avoid the Shanmukhi Mudra. Just do it with your eyes closed. Because it makes you very inwards. It brings you back home, as I said.
Okay.
So let's do 5 to 7. And then we'll end with our last technique. So Shanmukhi Mudra, if you feel like. Inhale. Exhale and hum. Relax. Relax. And relax. Keep your eyes closed. Stay where you are. or lie down if you're tired, and start following my breath count. The inhale will be a little stronger than the exhale. We'll inhale for 1, 2, exhale for 1, 2, 3, 4. Inhale for 1, 2, exhale for 1, 2, 3, 4. Deeper inhale for 1, 2, slow exhale for 1, 2, 3, 4. Inhale 1, 2, exhale 1, 2, 3, 4. Inhale 1, 2, exhale 1, 2, 3, 4. Just a few more. Inhale 1, 2, exhale 2, 3, 4. Inhale 1, 2, exhale 2, 3, 4. Inhale 1, 2, exhale 2, 3, 4. Now inhale, take a deep breath in, fully in. Hold your breath at the top for a few more seconds than you think you can. Extend yourself. And when you can't hold anymore, slowly exhale out. And come back to natural breathing. Sit upright. And as you inhale, visualize a white light entering you, entering your trunk. Spreading that white light to all corners of your trunk, to all corners of your body, to each and every cell. Allow that white light to penetrate. This healing white light, the life force, life itself, entering, charging and energizing your body. And as you exhale, you spread that white light over yourself first. Inhale, tap into that healing energy within you, each and every cell, and exhale that energy over yourself. Inhale, exhale, and spread that healing energy over yourself. And now for the next 3 breaths, inhale and send that white light out into the world. Join your palms in front of your heart, and let's give thanks to this wonderful breath session. Namaste, thank you. Pooja, would you like to say something to close this session? Would be nice.
Let's just bring upon ourselves peace, loads of love, and magical power that is to be able to hope. So let's just bring all that energy in.
Thank you, everyone. Thank you, Pooja.
Thank you so much,
it's a pleasure.
For sharing all your knowledge out there. I think that in these times of COVID, paying attention to your breath has become so important, and thank you for making us realize that we have everything, like we got this, like we have everything that we need to kind of bring power back into our own hands. And these are like just small things that we can do. I think when you're sitting in the car also, you can do it. If you're at home, you're watching television.
Especially the functional breath, the abdominal breath, do it anytime and anywhere. Because just becoming aware of the breath itself is a meditation.
Yeah, true.
And as you said, knowledge is power. So please share this video, guys, to everyone.
Knowledge is power, and as I said, applied knowledge is power.
Applied knowledge is power. So please.
So I'm gonna probably save this video. So if you guys know anyone who's suffering from COVID or is recovering from COVID, guys, please share it. Share this link to them, and they can do these exercises to help themselves. Or in general, why wait till you get COVID to do it? Just do it, to in general to just be better and bring health back to focus. That's the most important.
That's right. Yeah. Now everyone needs to breathe. This world needs more prana. This world needs more bioenergy, more life force. So yes.
Yes, and thank you so much, guys. If you all have any questions, or you all want to kind of do these classes more often, you guys can go on to his Instagram, Yogashala, and sign up. He has made it very, very affordable. They are online classes and they're very affordable. And I think his next batch is starting from May 3rd to the 28th.
Till the last Friday of the month.
Right. So you guys can join. It's so affordable, and thank you so much, Mary, for that, because I've always wanted to learn yoga, but
and it's been great. It's been great in the lockdown. I think this is the time you've practiced the most yoga in this lockdown. So thanks for the technology that you could do this. Because otherwise you were always busy with your shoots and stuff. It was so hard for you to come to a class, and now you can be anywhere and practice with me. So
and I can do it like at my own time. So that's been really helpful. And all I needed was my mat and a couple of blocks. So I carried it with me to shoots, and it's been so helpful. So thank you so much for sharing knowledge at such affordable rates.
Thank you.
So thank you. And I think this month you're focusing on pranayama. You have a guest teacher.
Pranayama is, there's a guest teacher. His name is Harshvardhan. He's an expert at pranayama. And there's also yin yoga, which is a more relaxed yoga. And then my regular yoga classes, hatha with alignment and various techniques. So every month there's a new principle, and we'll be building on some new focus points and a new principle.
Yes. Thank you so much, guys. Bye. Thank you.
Bye. Good night.
Bye.